I mean,
Too late. Not really.
are we live?
As I didn't get you before the conference. Now everything is done.
Post.
Post. 2 minutes posted.
Yeah.
First impressions. Each of us.
Stand you, sir.
This is very official.
Love the pressure.
No, I mean, I come from the industry. I have a passion for the industry, and I love putting the industry together. And my first impression, being the fourth edition, the numbers tell me that we're doing something right. That there is a sense of community. We have new people who cared about it, and they got it's an event not to miss. And every year, I think we're getting
It becomes bigger. I can see numbers.
Yeah, it's becoming a little bit more interesting, and we just it's 2 minutes. We finished 2 minutes ago, and as you've seen in the last session, last very minute, we still had a full room, which I know that conference can tend to be tiring, but I think we got the right mix of interesting topics, interesting speakers, supporting partners, delegates participating, event location, great team, and yes, and also enough fun.
Okay, yeah, well, there isn't really much to add with what Stanley is saying, right? But the nice thing is seeing everyone, talking to each other, networking, having fun. We could see the fun from the events that we had, social events in the evening. We had a social event just before the start of the conference, another one yesterday. So people were talking, people were exchanging business cards, exchanging ideas. I think this is what MACE is all about, really. It's about coming here for 2 days, having the possibility to switch off for a little bit, hearing some great content which is relevant to the industry, and at the same time making new friends, meeting old friends, and making sure that it would be a worth it 2 days, which you out of your time, which you can take back and put forward for the next month.
Again, nothing much to add, but for me, I think the most interesting part of MACE is the fact that we are not afraid to discuss anything for the industry. And I think what's great about it is that we can be challenging. We see the opportunities that the industry has, and we are not afraid to discuss them. And this is probably what gets people together. And this is what will add to the networking element, to the content element, and so forth. I think something interesting and novel that we had this year is also seeing what other industries are doing, people from outside the aviation industry, and we are not afraid to discuss them as well. It's obviously a very busy dismantling, but it adds to the live element to it. And it also adds to the element of fun that Stanley mentioned. So people are passionate about what we do. It's not only us three, it's an extended version of us three. And definitely the fact that people can also fly in, enjoy Malta, enjoy the facilities that we have to offer, and also learn more about the jurisdictions and so forth. So I think it's a combination of all these factors and verticals together that make up MACE. Four editions so far under the belt, as they say, and we're already looking forward to the next one.
That was my next question. When is the meeting to start the edition number 5 planning? Tomorrow. Perfect.
9 o'clock at breakfast.
No, I'm kidding.
I was hoping lunch.
Well, they can start tomorrow. I'm starting on Monday.
No, but immediately it's.
Is it right to tell that the 4th edition gives you already the idea what you will do different, or what you will have to add on a 5th edition?
Yeah, I can take this. What we've done is in this 4th edition, right? We experimented a bit. We introduced new things which we were not sure whether they would work or not. I think some of them worked, some of them could be better, but that would be the platform for the next edition. And whilst we're discussing and whilst we're doing things, new topics come to mind. I've already have a list of people who approached me who said, I would like to speak next year, and I would like to do this, and I would like to do that. And
So
that
the
is the good
waiting
thing.
list is already there.
It's already there.
So that's the good part. Yeah, that is why we enjoy doing this and seeing this momentum, which has been created not by us but by the participants, is what gives you the energy to think and to really focus on what needs to be done, over the next 12 months for traditional things.
I actually had very similar feedback yesterday. I was speaking to someone who is a lawyer working in the industry, and this lawyer told me, "Can I come on board? Can we help? Can we contribute?" And that for me is fantastic because it means that people are seeing the real value added from a content point of view, from a networking point of view, and all the other things that we mentioned. And the fact that I believe a lot in this element of product championing, and we all focus a lot on that. And the fact that people want to champion this cause, I think, is testimony to the last 4 years and hopefully next few.
Yeah, in fact, we had one of the speakers who walked into the room and he said, "Oh wow,
Yes, I
was
we were
I was
discussing that.
expecting a room full, but you've got a hall here full of people." And that is good because it was his first time here, and it was a surprise.
Very
and
honest feedback, I
It
must
was
say.
very honest because
Extremely.
it came out
Very
you know,
naturally.
very,
Very
naturally,
naturally.
and that's very good. That is very, very good. That is the type of feedback that we'd like to hear. Obviously, it's not perfect.
We will improve the coffee
But
breaks.
yes, coffee breaks and
It's nothing essential.
It's okay. Coffee is important in life as well.
Yes, when you're networking till 5 in the morning, yes.
There we go. You've got yourself your answer.
So yeah, but those are the things that the feedback that we're getting, and I think it's great stuff.
Thank you. And I hope to be on board for the 5th edition.
You're very welcome and thank you.
Thank you.